Hey guys, here to review Smackdown 30th of May 2025. I only watched and am reviewing this because John Cena was on it. Um, let's get on with the show. Bianca Belair comes out at the start and then basically says, "Hey, I'm not fully healed, but hey, I'm trying to get back." Then Naomi comes out saying, "Hey, I really want us to be friends again." And then Bianca was like, "No, there's nothing left for us," and stuff like that. And then Naomi was like, I've been giving you phone calls. You never got back to me." And what was the next part? Uh, um, I even went by your parents' house. Wait, you what? That's what Bianca was like. And then, um, what's her name? Then Bianca was like, uh, hey, you try that again. You do anything like this again, and I'll do something worse than what you did to Jade. You know, the car thing. Um, that was basically the segment. Then the women's triple threat began. This was Nia Jax versus Naomi versus Jade Cargill. Winner goes on to qualify for Money in the Bank. This was a good triple threat. Some confusing moments like when it looked like maybe Jade wasn't supposed to pin both Nia and Naomi at the same time, and then like Naomi would like kick out when it looked like that wasn't supposed to be a kick out or something like that. A lot of good moments like that. Nia tried to do like a double annihilator thing onto both of them at the same time. Naomi gets out of the way and then rolls up Nia for the 1, 2, 3. So Naomi is qualifying for Money in the Bank. Yep. Then R-Truth is backstage. He's talking to little Jimmy, and then he sees Solo Sikoa, JC Mateo, who is Jeff Cobb. That's his name in WWE. And what's the other guy's name? Uh, JC Mateo. I don't remember. All right, but then he has a match. Mateo and R-Truth. R-Truth is doing John Cena moves still. Does a shoulder block. Does the power slam. I think he tries to do this 5 knuckle shuffle. I can't remember if he landed it or not. And he tries to AA Jeff Cobb, but then Jeff Cobb just slams him. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then we get a segment with all the freaking tag teams that have been feuding for what feels like an eternity at this point. DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Fraxium, and the current champions, the Street Profits, all arguing, "Hey, we want a tag team match." And we're like, "Hey, this is why we should have a tag team championship match. This is why we should have a tag team championship match." And even then, it was like, um, the White Six come out, and yeah, the White Six come out. Whatever. Then we got a tag team match: Los Garza versus Ray Phoenix and Javon Evans. I didn't really watch this match, but Javon Evans actually got pinned in his first ever SmackDown match. Far out. Then we have the Women's United States Champion Zelina Vega versus Alba Fire. I didn't really watch this. I was kind of just listening to it up there. I was actually trying to get up to go eat some banana loaf bread. Um, I don't even know what happens in the match except for Zelina did win. So yeah. Oh, there was a funny segment earlier where like Chelsea had like the undashing Cody Rhodes thing going on with the mask, and then what's his name, Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis, whatever one it is, was making like a ton of jokes like your face and things don't have to get ugly and stuff like that. That was pretty funny. Then we had Damian Priest calling out Jacob Fatu, saying, "I respect you, Jacob Fatu. I think you're the baddest, most badass wrestler right now, most badass champion right now." So I guess that's gonna be an upcoming match. Maybe Money in the Bank, maybe Night of Champions. I saw someone say probably Night of Champions. Then we get the men's triple threat match, Money in the Bank qualifying. This was Andrade, Jacob Fatu, and what's his name? What's his name? Carmelo Hayes. That's right. Everyone thought Carmelo Hayes was going to win this. He actually didn't. Andrade actually won this. Yeah, that was like the most predictable thing ever. Carmelo Hayes being in this match. And the Money in the Bank match. It went on for quite a long time, too. It went on for freaking 20 minutes. And a lot of near falls. Solo coming out to help, or maybe, quote-unquote, help Jacob. And a whole bunch of shenanigans and all that. And then, yeah. Whatever. I thought his finisher was the DDT thing. Is that not his finisher anymore, Andrade? He did like a... It's like he was doing the DDT motion. Then he kind of did like a spin around thing. Guess that's his new finisher. But that's what he does to get the win on... What's his name? Carmelo Hayes. Yeah. And people are complaining online about Carmelo Hayes not winning. Whatever. I don't care. Cry about it like you cry about Cena. Speaking of which, the end segment, the only reason I decided to watch SmackDown and give you guys a review. Alright, so I wrote down a bunch of notes for this end segment. Cody Rhodes comes out first. Cody basically said that he was drinking after WrestleMania 41, and he says to John Cena, who hasn't come out yet, that, you know, he won't hesitate like he did at WrestleMania 41 again. Then the crowd's like, we want a surprise or something like that. Cody calls out Jey Uso. Jey Uso does his entrance, does the whole entrance. Then he was like, yeah, let's do it again. Down since day one. And that's when John Cena's music just hits. John Cena comes out. He calls Cody and Jey professional wrestling's biggest wannabes. And he specifically calls them both John Cena wannabes. And then he introduces Logan Paul. Says Logan Paul gets it and all that. And Cena craps on the fans who hate Logan Paul. Logan said, you know, what did Logan say again? He said, if I walked on water, you guys would say it's because I can't swim, stuff like that. Something like that. Logan Paul says he should be world heavyweight champion right now. You know, standing next to the WWE champion John Cena. He calls Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, calls them both Nipper babies. And then he puts over John Cena huge. He calls him self-made, calls him the greatest of all time. Cody and Jey, they want to have a fight with John Cena and Logan Paul. John Cena's just going to leave, but then Logan's like, hey, no, let's fight. And then Cody asks what they're arguing about. And he actually said something pretty funny, Cody Rhodes. He said, why, are you worried he wants you to polish his Peacemaker or something like that? Obviously making a dick joke. That was pretty funny. Then they have a fun brawl. And, yeah, Cody and Jey stood tall. Really fun segment, actually. I really enjoyed that segment. I mean, it is kind of frustrating, you know, that most of these frickin' segments, most of these John Cena appearances are frickin' segments. That's frickin' annoying. Kind of frustrating, actually, but, you know. But that's going to be my review. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.